and jam this through tonight, what happens to a strategic plan when that occurs? When there's no buy-in and there's no real enthusiasm for it, it ends up stuck somewhere in somebody's drawer. It ends up stuck in a computer file, and nobody ever looks at it again. It's that, where's that strategic plan? And it's not even a sexy subject to begin with. We have strategic plan on the agenda tonight. How many folks turn up? It's not exactly a subject like school closure, charter school, some other things that get people's attention. So it already is difficult to maintain an enthusiasm for that kind of plan. But when you don't have community buy-in, when you don't have community advisory teams together, you end up with it lost. So right now, I think we've lost a year and a half when we could have been developing and implementing a real community process. But I don't see it actually as too late to stop, regroup, and do it right. We've lost a year and a half. There's no getting that back. But that doesn't mean we have to continue, like lemmings up to the sea here in the process.
Other board comments?
I'd like to finish, please. I still have the floor, Mrs. Whitmarsh.
I'd actually like to call a question on the
Excuse me,
amendment.
Mr. Eberhard, I have the floor.
It's not
And I
debatable.
need to finish my commentary.
It's
I
not
have 10
debatable.
minutes per Robert's rules.
Not debatable. Call the question.
No, you can't call the question. That's out of order, Mr. Eberhard. Only the chairperson can. So that's out of order, and I have the floor. And Mrs. Whitmarsh, I'd appreciate if you'd respect the floor.
I second Mr. Eberhard's
It's out of
motion.
order.
I will call the question then.
It's out of order. I have the floor, and you can't call. That's point of order, Mrs. Whitmarsh. Point of order, Mrs. Whitmarsh. You cannot call for, you can't call for the question in the middle of a member's commentary.
It's not a debatable motion. All it is to allow the vote, the board the opportunity to vote on whether or not to end debate on the amended motion.
Mrs. Whitmarsh cannot interrupt, point of order, cannot interrupt a speaker in the midst of her commentary.
We'll do a 2-minute timeout to get the right procedure.